Concerns me because generally when outbreaks like that happen, it means that you're really seeing the beginning of this problem. Acute kidney failure, they're going to be facing issues for a long time.
What if I tell you that for decades, McDonald's, your favorite Big Mac and French fries maker, has been serving you with something they call 100% beef, is actually not what you think it is? How will you feel when you know that the golden arches have been hiding a pink, paste-like substance, nicknamed as pink slime by food scientists? Today, we're diving deep into one of the most disturbing food industry controversies that McDonald's and other food giants desperately want you to forget. By the end of this video, you'll never look at a Big Mac the same way again. But before we expose the truth, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. McDonald's serves over 69 million customers daily across 100 countries. That's roughly 25 billion hamburgers per year. With numbers this massive, you'd expect their meat sourcing to be transparent, right? For years, McDonald's marketing has hammered one message: 100% fresh beef. They've spent millions on advertising campaigns showing pristine farms, happy cattle, and wholesome American farmers. But internal documents and whistleblower testimonies tell a very different story. The story we're about to unfold involves a substance that food industry insiders call pink slime, a term so disturbing that when it went public, it nearly destroyed an entire company and forced McDonald's into damage control mode. This isn't just about McDonald's. This is about how the entire fast food industry has been misleading consumers for decades, and how one investigative report changed everything. What is pink slime? To understand the McDonald's controversy, we first need to understand what pink slime actually is. Pink slime is the common name for lean, fortinelli textured beef. It's created through a process that sounds more like chemistry than cooking. Here's how it works. Step 1. Meat processing plants collect beef trimmings, the fatty scraps left over after cutting steaks and roasts. These scraps contain about 50% fat and are typically used for pet food or thrown away. Step 2. These trimmings are heated and spun in a centrifuge to separate the fat from the lean meat. Step 3. The remaining lean meat paste is treated with ammonia gas or citric acid to kill bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella. Step 4. The pink, paste-like substance is frozen into blocks and shipped to food manufacturers. Now here's where it gets controversial. This ammonia-treated meat paste can legally be mixed into ground beef at ratios up to 15% without any special labeling required. The company behind this process, Beef Products Incorporated, called it a processing aid, not an ingredient. This logical manipulation meant that food companies could add pink slime to their beef products and still legally claim 100% beef on their labels. For years, major food companies, including McDonald's, used this loophole to stretch their meat supplies while maintaining their marketing claims about beef quality. McDonald's relationship with pink slime goes back further than most people realize. Internal documents obtained through Freedom of Information Act requests reveal that McDonald's was one of the largest purchasers of LFTB in the United States. In 2008, a USDA microbiologist named Gerald Zernstein coined the term pink slime in an internal email. He was concerned about the safety and ethics of ammonia-treated beef paste being added to ground beef without consumers' knowledge. Zernstein wrote, and I quote, "I do not consider the Stuto be ground beef, and I consider allowing it in ground beef to be a form of fraudulent labeling. But here's what's really disturbing. According to former McDonald's food safety executives who spoke anonymously to investigators, the company conducted internal testing of their beef suppliers as early as 2004. These tests revealed that some suppliers were using up to 15% LFTB in McDonald's hamburger patties. The response from McDonald's corporate wasn't to change suppliers or inform customers. Instead, they doubled down on their 100% beef marketing campaign. In 2010, McDonald's launched their Our Food, Your Questions campaign, explicitly stating that their burgers contained 100% pure beef with no foilers, additives, or preservatives. This was while they were still purchasing millions of pounds of ammonia-treated pink slime annually. A former McDonald's food sourcing manager, who requested anonymity due to non-disclosure agreements, told investigators, "We knew exactly what was in our supply chain. The marketing department just chose different words to describe it. But McDonald's wasn't alone. Major school districts, grocery chains, and restaurant chains were all using pink slime while marketing their products as 100% beef. The question is, how did they get away with it for so long? First, let's talk about regulatory capture. The USDA, which is supposed to protect consumers, actually helped promote LFTB. In 2001, the agency approved pink slime as a processing aid rather than an ingredient, creating the labeling loophole that companies exploited for over a decade. But here's the shocking part. Several high-ranking USDA officials who approved pink slime later went to work for Beef Products Inc., the company that created it. This revolving door between regulators and industry is a textbook example of regulatory capture. Internal emails obtained through lawsuits reveal that McDonald's food safety team raised concerns about pink slime as early as 2009. Dr. Roberta Wagner, McDonald's former food safety director, sent an email to executives stating, "Consumer perception of ammonia-treated beef could pose significant brand risk." The response from McDonald's marketing department was not to stop using pink slime, but to avoid using terms like ammonia or processed in any communications. One particularly damning internal document from 2010 shows McDonald's executives discussing how to respond to potential media inquiries about their meat sourcing. The suggested talking points included, "McDonald's uses 100% pure beef. Our beef meets or exceeds all USDA standards. We work with trusted suppliers who share our commitment to quality." Notice what's missing. Any mention of ammonia treatment or pink slime, but the cover-up went deeper. Beef Products Inc. hired a major public relations 4EM to monitor social media and news outlets for any mention of pink slime. When negative coverage appeared, they would launch coordinated campaigns to discredit critics and promote the safety of LFTB. Former employees of these PR firms have since revealed that they were instructed to create fake social media accounts to defend pink slime and attack food safety advocates online. Meanwhile, McDonald's continued their 100% beef advertising campaign, spending over $50 million annually on marketing that they knew was misleading consumers. The pink slime scandal might have continued indefinitely if not for one brave whistleblower who decided to risk everything to expose the truth. Meet Jamie Oliver, the celebrity chef who first brought pink slime to public attention in 2011. But the real hero of this story is someone most people have never heard of, Kit Fauci, a former quality assurance manager at a major beef processing plant. Fauci had worked in the meat industry for over 15 years when he discovered that his company was shipping pink slime to McDonald's and other major food chains without proper disclosure to consumers. In a 2012 interview with investigative journalist Michael Moss, Fauci revealed, "I watched them mix this pink paste into ground beef that was destined for McDonald's restaurants. The workers called it McSlime because everyone knew where it was going. But when Fauci tried to raise concerns internally, he was told to keep quiet or find another job. The company was making millions of dollars selling pink slime to McDonald's and other chains, and they weren't about to let one employee derail their profits. So Fauci did something extraordinary. He started secretly documenting the pink slime production process. He took photos of the ammonia treatment equipment, recorded conversations with supervisors, and copied internal quality control reports. The documents Fauci leaked revealed that McDonald's was receiving shipments of ground beef that contained up to 15% pink slime, sometimes more. The beef was labeled as 100% beef on shipping manifests, despite containing the ammonia-treated paste. Even more disturbing, Fauci's documents showed that some batches of pink slime tested positive for harmful bacteria even after ammonia treatment, but were still shipped to McDonald's restaurants. When Fauci finally went public with his evidence in early 2012, he was immediately fired and blacklisted from the meat industry. He received life threats and had to move with his family for safety, but his courage sparked the investigation that would finally expose the pink slime scandal to the world. The expose and aftermath on March 7, 2012, ABC News aired a report that would change the food industry forever. The segment, titled "Pink Slime in Your Burger," featured Jamie Oliver's demonstrations and Kit Fauci's leaked documents. The public reaction was immediate and explosive. Within 24 hours, #PinkSlime was trending on social media. Consumers were horrified to learn that their 100% beef hamburgers contained ammonia-treated meat paste. McDonald's initial response was damage control. They issued a statement saying their beef meets the highest standards of quality, safety, and taste. They avoided directly addressing the pink slime allegations, but the pressure was mounting. Celebrity chefs, food safety advocates, and angry hungry consumers were demanding answers. On March 26, 2012, just 3 weeks after the ABC News report, McDonald's announced they would no longer use beef containing pink slime in their hamburgers. But notice the careful wording. They didn't admit they had been using it all along. The McDonald's press release stated, "We made a decision to stop using this particular ingredient." This was misleading. They had actually been using pink slime until the scandal broke. The financial impact was devastating for the pink slime industry. Beef Products Inc. was forced to close 3 of its 4 production facilities and lay off 700 employees. The company filed a $1.9 billion defamation lawsuit against ABC News, which was later settled for an undisclosed amount. But here's what McDonald's doesn't want you to know. They never apologized to customers for years of misleading marketing. They never acknowledged that their 100% beef claims were technically deceptive. Instead, they quietly reformulated their beef suppliers and launched an even bigger marketing campaign, emphasizing fresh beef and no artificial preservatives. The pink slime scandal cost McDonald's an estimated $100 million in lost sales and marketing expenses, but they never faced criminal charges or significant regulatory penalties. Meanwhile, Kit Fauci, the whistleblower who exposed the truth, struggled to find work in the food industry and received no financial compensation for his courage. What this means today. So what does the pink slime scandal tell us about McDonald's and the food industry today? First, it reveals how food companies can technically tell the truth while completely misleading consumers. McDonald's beef was 100% beef in the same way that a hot dog is 100% meat. Technically accurate, but practically deceptive. Second, it shows how regulatory agencies can be captured by the industries they're supposed to regulate. The USDA's approval of pink slime as a processing aid was a gift to food companies that wanted to cut costs while maintaining marketing claims. Third, it demonstrates that major corporations will prioritize profits over transparency until public pressure forces their hand. McDonald's knew about consumer concerns regarding pink slime for years, but continued using it until the scandal made it financially impossible. The lesson? Always read the for and e print. And remember that marketing claims about 100% natural or 100% beef might not mean what you think they mean. The McDonald's pink slime scandal is more than just a story about misleading marketing. It's a perfect example of how major corporations can hide uncomfortable truths about their products while maintaining public trust through carefully crafted messaging. McDonald's may have stopped using pink slime, but they've never fully acknowledged the years of deceptive marketing that misled millions of customers. And that raises an important question. What else aren't they telling us? If this investigation opened your eyes to the reality of corporate food marketing, make sure to subscribe for more exposés on the secrets that major brands don't want you to know. And remember, the next time you see a 100% beef label, ask yourself 100% beef plus what? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next investigation.